Being a mother to teenagers, I acknowledge that the challenges of teenagers are real. Their feelings are real. This is Hope and Sharing, a forum for teens by teens, sharing real-life experiences, challenges, and advices. I am Samuela, creator and host of Hope and Sharing. Talk to us, teens.
Hey, I got you, you got me too. And I tell you what we gonna do. You hear me, I hear you too. Oh, I give you hope and sharing. You give me hope and sharing. We know there's hope and sharing. Hope and share.
If it's your first time joining us, welcome to Hope and Sharing. Please remember to subscribe. Today's discussion, you've heard it before on previous episode, but we did that from a girl's perspective. So now we're going to do it from young men's perspective. So we have kind of like a balanced way of looking at things. Huh? Joining us for the very first time on Hope and Sharing panel is...
Hi, my name is CK. I'm 19 years old.
CK, thank you so much for joining us. We're excited.
I'm excited
and happy
too.
to have you. And we have Oliver.
Hello, everyone.
That we've had before, and Isaiah.
Hello.
The discussion for today is actually advantages and disadvantages or / challenges of being a young teenager. Men. I'm not going to say boys because they're all 19-year-olds. They're young men. Guys, I'm going to tell you how it's going to work.
Okay.
I'm going to read out some sentences.
Yeah.
Some of them are just generalizations, assumptions, and you tell me if you think if they're true for your own perspective, personally, if it's true or false, if it's an advantage or a disadvantage, and why is it that way? Okay?
Let's go.
So, all right. So let's just kind of like to break the ice a little bit. Just off the top of your head, CK, can you tell me what's one cool thing about being a young teenage man?
One cool thing is that, like, what you couldn't do before that you can do now, like, there's a lot of new things you can do on your own that you couldn't do, like, back in the day. You had, like, for example, me, I can, like, for example, traveling. I can travel with my friends.
Alone.
Yeah, I can travel with my friends. Like, back in the day, I don't think that people could do that like that. But, like, you can really enjoy having time with your friends.
That's true.
And
Yes. Thank you.
that's just one thing in my head.
Oliver, one thing?
The one thing that I would say is opportunities. As a young person, you have a lot of opportunities for you to decide your life, your career. I mean, you can go out and have your dream job, or you can go out and do something other than a job, maybe travel the world, or you can go the bad way.
And you,
But I would
Isaiah?
advise that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually
Yeah.
on Oliver's boat here.
Yeah. What would you
Yeah.
say?
Like the opportunities
Yeah.
that you have, and like you decide how like your life is gonna turn, but you always, it's never too late to change as well.
Yeah, you still have time to.
But like, but that's like the first stage of life where you like find yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. All right. So I'm gonna start with the first sentence. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Being trendy and wearing brands is important. Is that true, false? Is it a disadvantage or an advantage? And why is it? Anyone just, yeah?
Yeah, I would say false.
Yeah, that's very false.
Okay, it's not important to wear. Okay, why is it
very,
not?
very false.
Because the name doesn't define how good you look. Yeah, I can
Yes.
wear something from, exactly.
So, would you wear something from a secondhand shop?
Personally, I wouldn't,
So why wouldn't you?
because I prefer buying new clothes.
Why?
Why?
Yes, why?
Because I like the fact that I've bought something nobody has worn.
It's like when you buy something, it becomes a part of you. Now you're in my family, you know? This is now a part of me. So like when, if I know that somebody else wore it, I know that somebody has sweated in it.
Yes.
I know that somebody else, I don't know what they did to it,
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, I don't want it anymore. I'm gonna give it to the shop.
But
So
you know,
somebody-
sometimes some secondhand can also be something that someone had, but they haven't used it. But then they're just, this is just hanging in my closet,
that's true.
and then I put it off.
That's true.
So, what do you say, Oliver? What do you say to that? Wearing brands and yeah.
Personally, what I've been telling myself over the last couple of years, growing up, you know, dealing with clothes, is that as a person, you are the one who's wearing the clothes. The clothes is not wearing you.
There you go.
So,
Ooh, yeah.
you know, spending a lot of money on clothes, I mean, if it looks good on you and you feel comfortable in it, you know, confident, you go for it. But if it doesn't look right on you and you don't feel right in it, don't do it. Because there's a lot of people who does that, who thinks that just because they wear brands, they
But
think they
that's
look
my
good.
point. Like a lot of young people do think that,
yeah,
right?
Exactly, because
Right?
there's a lot of people who like think that define them as a person.
There you go.
Like to get like approved by people, you know, approval. Like so if you like in school or stuff like that, people want to like buy nice clothes.
Yeah.
So like maybe if they don't know where they at, but like they dress like people they see on social
Yeah,
media,
yeah.
they get validation. There we go.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so but that's not them. Like y'all could. It's how you wear the clothes.
That is it. That is
Yeah,
it.
you can like wear something so casual.
I completely agree. But do you guys think that it's because maybe you're at the age where you are now? Do you think that if your 15-year-old self, would you have thought that way? Because I remember with you, Isaiah, like you were like, oh, you know, you would look like, oh, where is the Nike sign on this? And, you know, when you were younger, it's like it meant more to have something that is of a, you know, brand to be one of the cool kids.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
And that's the thing a lot of people don't know. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
think they have to have the nicest clothes, the most expensive clothes. Then they look at their bank account and it's
Minus.
minus.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
you can't keep going like that all your life. You know?
No, that's true.
You gotta-
So for you guys personally here on the panel, it doesn't matter whether it's
No.
expensive or inexpensive. If it looks good on you,
Just
then you.
if it looks good,
Yeah.
it looks good. Yeah.
But you say no go to secondhand. For now.
for me personally, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It
my personal
depends.
opinion.
Oliver says, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll ask you guys that question again in 5 to 10 years from now when you have. Yeah. All right. You have to remind yourself, others, that you're now an adult because you're all 19. But it's kind of like that crossroad, like you just come from, you know what I mean? From being perceived as not a child, but as a younger teenager. And then now you're a young adult.
Yeah.
So do you feel like sometimes you have to remind yourself or maybe your parents or even other adult that you are now grown up?
From my perspective, it's like I grew up having a lot of responsibilities. So like I kind of matured very fast. So from my point of view, like I people already saw me as like,
Okay.
As
So what
like
kind
a-
of responsibilities, for example?
for example, I got a lot of siblings that I had to take care of.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
my mom is like a single mom, so I
and you are
help
the
her.
eldest?
I'm the eldest. I'm the oldest son, so
Yeah.
I have to take care of all of my siblings, like a dad figure almost, but like
Yeah,
like a big brother, you
Big
know?
brother figure, yeah.
But I had to I have responsibility really early in the early stage
Yeah.
of my life, so
Yeah.
in that way, people already saw me like in
Yeah.
in like a mature
Yeah.
way.
So even before you
So-
were like an adult,
Yeah.
they already saw you as that
Yeah.
because of the role that you played.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe not like people in my family and stuff like that. They already saw me. When I think about my mom, she already takes me serious in that type of way.
Yeah, yeah.
When it comes to myself, I think that I've pretty much convinced myself that I matured because like the past 3 to 4 years, I've noticed how much I've matured regarding emotions because I've had to deal with a lot of things, and in my family, our family, like in school and stuff like that. So and like sometimes at school, I maybe do have to remind people some certain things,
Yeah.
but that was only the beginning. Now I'm in my last year of school here, so I mean, people have pretty much gotten the hang of it right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I guess also it's how you carry yourself, right?
yes,
yeah,
that's true.
yeah. Isaiah, what about you?
Yeah, I don't feel like I have to remind people that
Yeah.
It's not.
You're an
It's
adult.
not. Yeah. It's not like I've come across any situation where I've like felt like I'm underage or something.
So you don't feel like people talk to you as if you're a child, like
No,
when you're
no,
out
no,
there.
nothing.
Okay.
But that's what like what Oliver said. Like it's how you carry yourself as well. So I think it's just like acting more responsible
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff like
I
that.
got
Be
you.
more wise of your decisions. and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Body image is very important. What do you guys say to that? How you look at yourself, like, yeah, yeah.
How I'm built.
Like how, no, like for example, when you look at yourself, like, no, how do I see myself? What I, your own, perception of yourself.
Like what you're inspired by.
What you know, but just also your own body. Yeah, like what you're inspired by and what you want for your own body. Like if you look at your body, I'm too, no, it's very important for me to be fit, for me to be muscular and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah.
For me, it's like
See.
I'm very tall.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like
How tall are you?
I'm 194.
194.
Yeah, centimeters.
Yeah.
But at the same time I'm really skinny.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I got like skinny legs, and they can go together. Like if you're tall, you gotta have some type of muscle so you don't look like a stick. That's what I remind myself all the time. I gotta go to the gym.
Yeah.
So
So you do work out.
I mean, I can't call it like a routine yet.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like time to time, I choose to like remind myself, hey yo, it's time.
Yeah.
And in a time like this, it's really you can't even go to the gym these days, bro.
You can't even go to the gym now because there's
home
lockdown.
workout. I gotta do that too.
Yeah.
So
You gotta do that, or do you do that?
I mean, time to time, like before I go to bed, I take like 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I gotta like keep my stuff in shape sometimes before I like go hardcore into a fitness routine. But like analyze me and stuff like that.
What about you, Oliver? Body image, is it important to you?
I mean,
The gym guy.
well, I'm pretty sure like everyone who knows me personally knows that I do, look after myself, my body. I do whatever I can to get in the best shape I can be. And yes, I do go to the gym a lot.
What about now
Cycle.
during the
No,
lockdown? What do you
during
do?
the lockdown, I do nothing.
No.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, you
yes. I mean, there's nothing much you can do. I mean,
no.
home workouts, that's not really me.
But when you look at yourself in the mirror, you like what you see.
yes,
Right? Yeah.
back when the gym was open, I quickly started becoming addicted to, seeing progress. So after a while, once I saw like bigger progress
Yeah.
happening, like I started looking at pictures of myself 3 years ago, and I started to notice huge differences. And and all of a sudden it started to become addiction, because I do feel comfortable in the current situation I'm in with my body.
Yeah.
And I want to keep that going.
Yeah.
I want to keep it on a steady incline.
So it's like a balance, and you don't want to
Yeah.
like overdo it either.
I don't know. We'll see maybe in the future. But
Or are you going for like a Hulk Hogan look?
only the
We'll
future.
see.
Only the
We'll
future.
see.
will
Only
see
the
that.
future. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
We'll stay tuned.
Yeah.
What about you, Zaya? Body image.
For me, I've always been built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trimmed. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I started going to the gym for I think it's 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I started being consistent until I had to operate my
Oh yeah.
my wrist.
Yeah.
So and then it felt like on and off, but I haven't really put on weight.
No.
Yeah. So I find it very hard for me to gain weight, and that's the problem I've had because I wanted to gain a few pounds
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. And the thing is, you don't eat that much either.
I actually don't eat.
You don't eat
a
that
lot,
much,
Yeah,
no.
coming to think of it as well. So that's maybe the part that I'm lacking as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if I look at myself, I have a good body.
Yes.
You're satisfied.
I think I'm blessed. With
I think all depends on the
Yeah.
environment you're in.
Yeah,
That's what I
But I
personally
think you all
True,
look.
yeah,
I think you
yeah.
all look good.
Yeah, that's true.
You all look very, very good and
Compared
healthy.
to my friends,
Yeah.
I think I'm.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Because a lot of your friends are pretty skinny, or some of your friends
Not
can
like
imagine.
built, yeah.
Imagine if you're around all guys who go to the gym. Like, you feel small.
Yeah, it's true though. It's true.
Like, I should say it's
Yeah.
who you hang around.
That's
Exactly,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you say body image, do you also think it's only your body, or you also talk about hair or other stuff like?
No, it's just everything. It's just like everything. How you see when you look at yourself, the full person that you see physically. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are you thinking
Do you have
about?
any extension?
I'm talking about the hair. you
Yes. Yeah, yeah. What
know?
do you? So what do you have
like
to say
hair
about
is? I know for a fact. Like if a guy tells me that's not important, I don't know what type of world he lives in.
So
Like,
for
it's
you,
not
hair is important.
Hair is like number one rule. Like
So if you
for-
were to
for
wake
me-
up,
for
if you
me,
were to wake up one morning and find yourself bald, what would you do? What would you do?
I think I would isolate myself in my room
Until your hair grows.
until my hair grows back. I would not step out that door. I'm gonna make my mom come up with the food to my door, and then I'm gonna
Create your own lockdown.
yeah.
All right,
But,
guys.
yeah.
All right, next sentence. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. You've all been through puberty. Name a few positive things and a few negative things that you struggled with during puberty. Anyone can jump in.
Okay, when I was younger, I used to have like a really, really light voice. Like my voice was really light, like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like it was really light.
Yeah.
So when people looked at me, and I like to talk a lot.
Yeah.
So when I talk fast. So yeah, it kind of sounded like like what's going on, you know? So I actually really happy like my voice got deeper. So like I got more bass in my voice.
More
so when I say a message, it comes
It
across.
comes through. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I'm happy with that, with my voice, and also I got a baby face still.
Yeah.
Like, I still gotta get some facial features, like hair and stuff like that. But like it's
You want some beards here or there.
like he's really blessed over there. Like still struggling over here, but like negative thing is like I don't feel like
Yeah.
any guy can avoid
Yeah.
the sweat.
The sweat.
Sometimes.
So the sweat was
Yeah, sometimes, but like
Yeah, true.
but it's not like it's really like.
Not just the sweat or the smell of the sweat as well.
I mean, you can get
Because
rid of
it's
the
hormone.
smell. It's just the fact that the continuous, like,
Yeah.
it keeps
But I
popping
think-
up again.
Yeah. What do
I
you
think the smell is stronger
Yes.
when it's
Dry. Or what?
No, the scent.
Yes, it is.
It
Yes.
is stronger. Like, I feel like if a boy comes in a room, he could like change the.
Change aroma in the room.
Yeah, he could. Yeah.
You're right.
If he's like on a very bad day, I think
And I can testify to that because I remember I used to drive you and your friends to football. And the aroma in the car when I drop you guys off and when I pick you after football is completely different.
different.
What about you, Oliver?
I think,
Anything you struggle with during puberty?
I mean, I'll start with a good thing that I
Yeah.
got taller. I mean, everybody can relate to
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You know, I remember once it became a competition, like who was the tallest one in the group. Obviously, you know, some people have had it easy, some have not. But like the downside of it was, you know, our joints, because it was quite painful. Usually for our knees.
Oh yeah.
Like especially for the ones who played football. I remember playing football, and like after 30 minutes to 40 minutes, my knees will ache a lot, and they would just be unbearable, and I couldn't play anymore. And obviously, at the time, football was everything to me, and I would just play, but I couldn't bear with the pain.
So now you know if you're going through that, that's something that is going to pass over. Because you don't have that anymore, right, Oliver? So just hang in there and just,
Keep
be
pushing.
patient, keep pushing, and it's going to go over. What about you, Zaya?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, the same?
Same,
Yeah, the
yeah.
jointer, yeah. You feel more pressure now concerning your future and what you want to do with your life. Whether that pressure comes from yourself or your parent or your teachers or society as a whole. Like you feel like now I really have to get my life in control and know what I want to do. True, false?
I would say that's true to a lot of young people these days, because you have to like
Keep up.
like when you were like in is it called primary school?
Yeah.
Primary school, yeah. You don't really think of those stuff yet, but like at the ending of the year, like it's like you become more directed to like know which path you want to go already, which could be a problem for many young people.
And I can imagine, especially if some of your friends already know what they want to do, and
Exactly.
you don't know
Puts a
what
lot of pressure on yourself.
Yeah. What about you, CK? Do you think that's true? Where do you feel that pressure coming from sometimes? From yourself or
Definitely not only myself, but also parents.
Yeah.
Parents got a lot of expectation in their kids. They want them to do the best. Like
Yes.
they want them to do well in the future. So they're always reminding them that what do you want to do? Like
Yeah.
you got to be a good job. You got to be able to
Earn from it as well.
earn from it.
Yeah.
Really good. So like you get a lot of pressure, and that, exactly like people say, when you see other people who know
Yeah.
exactly what they want,
Yeah.
and you don't know what you want, it's kind of like
Yeah.
it's getting more and more and more like, if I don't know what I want in that time when it's almost time to know what you want, like it gets a lot of pressure on the guy.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
that's like a really, really
Yeah, that's true. What about you, Yoli?
I could definitely relate to it.
Yeah.
You know,
You feel pressured sometimes?
yes, I
Yes.
do have to admit that.
From yourself, from
I mean, it's just a mixture of everything together. I mean, I do pressure myself a lot too, because I mean, depending on how I do in school and
Yeah.
all of that,
Yeah.
you know, how to satisfy my family and friends, because you know, so I sort of like compare everything together and how like people react to how I do myself as a person.
Yeah.
So, but I mostly just put pressure on myself. The pressure that I get from everywhere else, I mean, I do think about it, but
yeah.
it's
I just focus on myself.
It's mainly the pressure from yourself. And the thing is that you guys are only 19, right? You have your whole life ahead of you.
Exactly.
It's very good if you know what you want to do now. But if you don't know what you want to do now, there is no harm in that. Because sometimes it's much more important for you. Sometimes you need to find out what you don't want to do in order for you to know what you want to do. Because then the more you know what you don't want to do, it narrows you and it somehow points you towards, you know, what you want to do in life. So I completely understand that. So yeah, so if you're feeling pressure out there, you don't have to plan your whole life right now as a 19 or, you know, just as a teenager generally. Just stay focused, you know, stay in school, take your time and yeah, just don't be careless about it. Now we're going to talk about girls. Are you guys okay with that?
That's good.
Huh? All right, I'll bring it
Go
up.
for it.
All right. So name 2 important qualities you look for in a girl and why are they important?
Hygiene. That's the first
Hy-
one. Hygiene.
Hygiene? So what do you mean? No,
was
you
not
need to
even
tell me
thinking
more. When
about
you
that.
say hygiene, what do you, yeah,
Like,
just
you need to see if she's looking after herself.
if she's clean.
Yeah.
How do you see if she's looking after herself?
I'll say like nails and stuff.
Yeah. Clean nails.
Yeah.
Long nails?
They don't gotta
too
be
long. Yeah, they don't
too
have to
much.
be- no,
just clean.
yeah.
Okay. So
Just
that was
clean,
yeah,
yeah.
that was one for you, hygiene.
Yes. You can
What about you, Oliver?
supply.
And the quality.
I think maturity and good personality. I think those two goes hand in hand. Yeah.
How would you tell if a girl is mature?
Usually from the first look, I mean, let's see how their body language is, how they do, like look around this room. But then, you know, obviously when you talk to them, that's
Yeah.
a whole different story.
Yeah.
And I think just good maturity is when to do certain stuff and when to not. When to, and again with emotions, when and how to react. 'Cause
Did you
what
hear
I
that,
find
girls?
important.
He said emotions, when and how to react. Because sometimes we have a way of just going, oh, all over the place, and everything is about us, right? I like that, Oliver. That was a very good one.
I was like,
Yeah, CK.
when I think about it, I actually got a list.
You have a list? All right. I think, oh my, CK has
Like,
a list.
let me just start off. The
Yeah.
first impression.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of girls, they kind of like scared of standing out of like a group of girls. Like, so I like when a girl don't, like when she's not afraid of just being exactly how she is.
Okay, so
And not
I need to
depending on-
understand you when you say staying out. So you mean like a girl who's always like clinging to a group?
Just like strong mentally.
Or to
Like
stand out.
Yeah, no, just like being stronger for herself, you know.
Okay, okay.
Like because a lot of girls they're not comfortable in the environment they're in, but they feel like they have to do it because if not, they're not gonna be. You know, they feel like they have to follow the
the norm.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
just.
And if a girl can tell me, that she don't care if a girl look at her in that way and tells me that like just in a way that she's staying up for herself, because
Okay.
if a girl is already insecure from the beginning, like she's gonna have a lot of questions. She's gonna question herself all the time.
So we're boiling it down to self-confidence.
Yeah,
there
we go. That's the word I was looking for.
Self-confidence.
Self-confidence.
All right.
And another thing is a good conversation with you.
Yeah.
Like, as a lot of us that can't hold on to a conversation, you know, I gotta have like a eye contact conversation. I participate,
Yeah.
you participate.
Yeah.
I can't be the one talking all the time. You can't be the one talking all the time.
Yeah.
And you gotta really like show out. From the time, like, guys can tell if a girl's really like,
Intellectual.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I can tell if you're slow or fast, not really fast.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you can keep up with a normal conversation. Because
Yeah.
a lot of girls these days think that, like, you can have a normal conversation.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost impossible these days, like, having a normal
It's
conversation.
really. You
Like,
feel, yeah. Do you feel so?
It's like the age we're in now.
Yes.
I think that's the.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the age that
Or
you're
like
in.
the,
Right?
or the like, the maturity level
Yeah.
that we are in, like.
Yeah.
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 I think.
We know.
You know. Girls, do you know?
know
Or
it.
boys, do you know what they know?
Of course they do.
Of course they do. All right, okay. We're moving on. A guy should pay on every date. True. True.
Every day.
Every day.
Every
day.
date that you take a date.
Monday
that
to Sunday.
No, the date, if you take her out for a date, a guy should always pay. True, false?
False.
Okay, so why do you say it's false?
False, because I don't want her to get comfortable with me paying all the time. Because when I say that, I'm just saying that, of course, I gotta pay the first time. I gotta set the,
Yeah.
like, if I want to live with you for the rest of my life, it's about, like, we giving 50-50. You add to the relationship and I add to the relationship. We gotta work ourselves up together. Like, I can't hold you in my hand like this.
I hear
Like,
you. I'm gonna pause you there. Let me hear these
Okay,
two
okay,
gentlemen, then
okay.
we continue.
Okay.
Oliver, what do you say to that?
False.
False?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it should be. Well, obviously, if the guy asks the girl out for the first time,
Yeah.
the guy should pay.
Yeah.
But let's say after 10th, 11th time.
Yeah, but he's asking her on a date and they're going, yeah. Do you think she
But
should pay?
if he's asking her out,
Yeah, they're just going on. Do you think it's
Oh,
gentlemanly for the man to always offer
obviously
to
yes,
pay?
since he asked. But like if she asks,
Yeah.
obviously that's a different thing.
All right.
Right.
Isaiah, what do you say?
Yeah. The same with Oliver actually. It's just the first time should pay.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
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 course.
The second time?
Second time as well. Third time.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Ladies, these
The third
guys
time, you
are
understand?
killing me.
But the
Do you think-
fourth time
Yeah?
you can't.
That's when you start
Yeah,
like really
yeah.
getting realistic.
All right,
yeah,
girls.
exactly. Like,
Okay,
you get
I'm gonna ask
comfortable with each
girls.
other. Okay, you can
please
pay
out
more.
there, please let me know what you think about dates. Do you think the guy should pay when you're on a date, or you think it's
Put
kind of
your
like
comments down in the
like
comments down below.
Yeah, they want you to
Comment
put your
from the
comments
below
down
section.
below.
Because we want to know.
See, yeah, tell them, please tell them.
Put your comment down below if you think that we are the ones paying for your food every time, and you're probably not even gonna finish it. You're just gonna take 1 bite, 2 bites, take a snap of it, and then done. Like, I want you to eat the food I'm paying for. But like,
Alright.
I'm just
There
saying
you go.
that's
So
the besides the point.
please put your comments down, okay? Let us know if they should pay or you think that it should be 50-50.
Yeah.
2 major turn off in a girl, and why?
I would say the opposite of what I said of the turn-ons, but
Yeah.
I mean one thing I would say is smoking
Smoking.
cigarettes.
Yes.
Girls, smoking
Smoking.
is a turn off.
Oh,
And I agree with you.
Smoking cigarettes is a turn-off.
Yeah, there you go, Oliver. Yeah, that
You're
was
10
one.
out of 10 and still smoke.
My
Bin.
God, you dropped down
Bin
to
that
you dropped down to
Even if you got
6.
that bone, no.
Okay. Okay, do you have anyone else?
Nah,
a turn off?
Wait, but just to clarify, I don't say we don't judge the smoke. We just say
Yeah,
we
that's true.
prefer.
No,
if
for you,
didn't.
we're talking. Yes, that's a very good point.
I'll prefer it.
I prefer references.
Your preferences.
I prefer
Yes, so you're not judging people, but you're just
No.
saying for you
For
in a
me,
You
girl.
can still be a good person and smoke like a
Yes,
chimney. You understand?
exactly.
Yeah.
But like, if you had an option to choose A and B, I would choose A, which is not smoking.
Which is not smoking.
that's
Yeah.
the
So
best
it doesn't mean that when you smoke you're a bad person.
Yeah.
That's what I hear you
Healthy,
say,
yeah.
right? That's
And
very
we're
good to
We
point
don't want to
out.
be a part of
But
the
like-
unhealthy
Yeah.
habit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Yes, CK. Anything else?
My Jesus, come on.
A turn off
Yeah.
is actually when a girl is in some type of way. I'm not saying seeking attention, like, or seeking like unnecessary drama. Because I don't like drama at all.
Okay, so you're saying drama queens.
Drama queens.
That's a turn off.
yeah, and
Alright.
I don't want to call them queens because
They're not queens?
nah, they see drama like they drop down to like something
Yeah, yeah. I got you.
drama waitress.
I got
That's
you.
not a
I got
queen
you.
act.
What, okay, what
Yeah,
do you
it's not
say,
a
Isaiah?
queen act.
Any more turn offs?
I
Wanna come?
have yeah. I think when you're always like moody or take things too personal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Yeah.
always playing as a victim.
There we go. That's what I'm saying. Drama. Seeking
Yeah.
just exactly.
Yeah.
Those things I really hate.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah. I
Yeah.
just can't
It
stand
gets under your skin.
It really does. I don't know how
Yeah.
or why. But yeah.
All right. What about the way they dress? What about dressing and stuff like that? Is there any?
I don't judge about how they dress. Though.
Okay.
I don't like. You can have your exact way of dressing. Like
Yeah.
I don't judge that.
That's all right.
As long as it's not like if we in a relationship, I don't want you to act like you're on the beach.
Okay,
know?
you mean like to be exposing yourself?
Yeah,
to
you can do
everyone?
that. You can do that. That's the reason why I chose you to
Yeah.
because I don't want to change you.
Yeah.
But like you can dress as how you want to do. But like you can still like also know what situation you're in.
Like, you need to tell me more about that. I need to understand you more.
I just mean like I don't want to control my girl at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Like no, because she still had to keep on living the life she had before she met me.
Yeah.
I don't want to block off anything she did before me. Like, but because when I met her, I liked her for the way she was before. You know.
So it doesn't matter
So-
what she wears when you guys are together.
No, when we talking, like she can also like know herself how to act. When I give her this freedom, it's for her now to choose how she want to act and how
First
to
of all, you
respect
can't give her a freedom because she has her freedom.
She has the freedom,
Yes,
exactly.
yeah.
I'm gonna let her have that.
Yes.
Yeah, because a lot of guys these days want to like
Control.
control
Yeah.
a lot, and that's what make them want to do the opposite. Want to make them show that like, no, you can't control me, and that's when they start acting funny.
That's right. That's right.
So
Yeah.
I think I disagree just a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With the
just-
dressing part. Yeah. What
I
do you
think
disagree to?
If you have a boyfriend, there is like
bye.
yeah, but there are many men who doesn't care. But
Yeah.
for me personally, I
Yeah.
don't think I would like clothes that are so revealing.
Yeah.
Okay.
choose
Why?
like-
Okay.
like
Wait.
on the
Wait.
beach.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
okay, yeah.
Why
Why?
wouldn't you? Why? Wouldn't you?
Because we're talking like teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some very thirsty young men out there as well.
Yeah.
So they like to look.
11 or
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you feel she should be decent in the way she carries herself.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
okay, yeah, you can have some what's it called?
Shorts. Oh, yeah.
Shorts or like what's it called?
Yeah,
this?
V-neck or something. Yeah.
What's it called? Yeah, but it can still be in a classy way.
I got you.
Exact.
I got
There
you.
we go.
That's my boy. I got you.
I forgot to say that and things I like. I like when girls are classy.
Classy.
okay.
Yeah. What about you, Oliver?
I think just
Dressing.
common sense.
Yeah.
You know, as long as she has common sense, you know.
Yeah. But common sense, it's not common for everyone. What is
That
common
is
to you is
true.
not common
For
to
me,
another
like,
person.
You know, obviously, when
Yeah.
if you go to a a very pretty place, you know, obviously dress fine, not come with some, you know, just baggy jeans or a hoodie.
Okay.
As long
Okay.
as just common sense to like simple stuff like that.
Yes.
it's-
Name a few misconceptions that girls have about boys, about young men. Yes, CK?
Okay, already before a lot of people meet guys in our age.
Yeah.
I mean, from my personal experience, they already had analyzed a lot about somebody, and they already had the misconceptions in their head, like this guy probably like this, and he's like that, so I don't want to talk to him. Like a lot of girls these days already judge of our appearance. And like,
So what would some of the misconception be? Try to put
you talk
some
to
name
too
on
many
it.
girls, so I can't talk to you.
Okay.
You do too many. You act like this. So I can't be with you
You're
because of it.
probably just like these.
You're probably just like the 5 other guys that you used to
That
talk
you're
to.
friends with. Okay.
Yeah. And that's a really bad thing because you can't move on from that. And if you always have that thought,
You can never move forward.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you block a lot of opportunities for you to actually meet your love of your
Yeah.
life because you don't know how that guy is
Yeah.
before you meet him. And if
So
you
don't
always-
judge a person by just yeah. You have to
shouldn't
get to know.
judge off your past, but maybe it's you had a bad taste of guys before, and they treated you in that way. That doesn't mean that the next guy walking up to you is exactly like that. Maybe because you dress like that.
Yeah. All right. Guys, it's misconceptions.
I pretty much agree with CK. I mean,
Yeah.
just don't look in the past.
Do you think sometimes that girls have a misconception about what men look for in them?
Exactly.
Could that be something?
Also-
Like some girls are like, no, these boys, like the last time we had the episode with the girls, they said that most time boys, they want women with big bum, big chest, you have to be a certain way, you have to shave your legs. Is that true or is that a
And that's
misconception?
another thing. Like
Because I think now it's very good to hear it from the
Yeah,
perspective
okay.
of
because
I think about like the shaving legs part.
Yeah.
It's just like looking after yourself.
yeah.
So if a girl does not if a girl does not shave her legs, is she not looking after herself? Is that
Okay.
unhygienic?
It's not that what we're saying.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking because I want us to be clear. Because we brought it up, the girls brought it up on the last episode that guys sometimes expect that, like when they go to the beach, they have to have, to shave their legs.
But it is kind of manly to have hair in you. Manly to have hair in you. Huh?
What do you say, Oliver? About is that?
Yeah.
What do you say?
I mean, like
We don't judge though.
with the hair on the legs, or
Yeah, just hair on the legs, or just
But
or
it
big
also
body
depends
part
on
or
that
something
mouth,
like you
though.
say. No, they have to have this. They have to have a big bum, a big
well,
chest, tall.
obviously physical attributes attracts, but personality makes you stay.
That's exactly.
Please,
That's
Oliver,
exact-
you need to say that.
Say it again. Nick.
Say it again.
Physical attributes attract,
Yeah.
but personality makes you stay.
Appearance is the first thing you see. That's what attracts me.
Yeah.
But to keep me there is
Yeah,
the
it's
personality
the
because I
character.
have to be
Yeah.
there for the rest of my life. That's
That's right.
like 60% of
That's
you.
right.
And like if you not the prettiest girl, if a girl like is an average looking girl compared to a girl that's looking really good and her personality is gold, she
Yeah,
She
that's
just
true.
dro-
Personality.
yeah.
It's the
But when you said that misconception thing, I want to let that slide. Sometimes
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
when a guy can walk up to a girl,
Yeah.
there are often things that we're trying to holler
Yeah.
to them. When most of the time, sometimes we just want to be nice. We just want to.
Yeah, it's not that you want anything, just
no,
to
we
get
don't
to
want
know.
anything.
Yeah.
Like we just want to get to just like being normal human beings. Like
So you just
communicate.
meet an attitude just by coming up and saying hi, and then they
Yeah,
give
and
you
then
some
they'd
kind
be
of-
like, "No, I'm not giving you anything."
If a guy goes up to a girl,
yeah.
she would just cut it off by saying like, "No, I have a boyfriend." You know. But yeah, but some guys don't have like the intention to be
Yeah.
your boyfriend.
Yeah. They just want to talk to
Yeah.
you.
Just being
Because I know
nice.
like a guy like CK
Yeah.
is a very, very talkative and friendly guy.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and
yeah.
when you just cut a guy off because you think that they might talk to you, like you also gotta have both feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Like you might be pretty sometimes, but that doesn't mean that I wanna always
Yeah,
talk to you in that way. Maybe you had past like you always talk like that's guys that just wanna keep a conversation and be human,
Yeah.
normal human, you know?
I got you.
Because that's a really bad problem today. People don't think that we can keep a normal conversation.
Teenagers have the tendency to think that they know everything and have the answers for everything.
I would say like it's maybe leaning towards the true.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's because we're often very stubborn and stick to our decisions because we think it's the best
Yeah.
for ourselves, even though we don't know that there might be some kind of consequences
There you
for
go.
the choice we make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oli.
I would say maybe a little bit in between.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, in the different generations there are, like, obviously my parents back then, when they were my age, they would handle stuff differently than today. But as time moves on and things change, we sort of, know how to deal with stuff now. Because usually parents always say, back in my day, but that was back in their day.
Yeah.
Now we're in our days.
Yeah.
So sometimes we do know what we're talking about,
That's
but
true. But sometimes you don't.
sometimes we don't. Obviously, depending on what
Yeah.
kind of stuff we're talking about.
Yeah.
But
So I'm hearing the two of you mainly somehow in between.
Yeah.
Right? Like you say, you lean more like towards it's the truth. That sometimes they tend to think they know everything, and then you're kind of like
I'm
maybe.
a strong.
You're in the
neutral.
middle.
Yeah, the middle,
You're somehow,
yeah.
sometimes, because sometimes you find out that your parents were actually right,
Yeah.
right?
But then again, sometimes they would say, young kids.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
don't understand our situation. But
Yeah. What about you, CK?
sometimes it's true.
I'm kind of agreeing with the two guys.
Yeah.
I'm also like in the middle towards the truth because a lot of people these days don't know how. We got a lot of things delivered on the table these days, so we think that we know a lot of stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
But we there's also a lot of reality that comes across later on that we don't know how to handle because
There you go. Yeah.
we it's almost like in situations where maybe my parent don't understand it because it's like new modern stuff and I'll be like, no, I know you don't know. But
Maybe
then,
the circumstances.
yeah, the circumstances have changed a little bit. But in overall, I'm still all the persons are still being on the earth way longer than
Exactly.
I am.
So we're
they
talking
know-
about life experience also counts for
experience,
something.
They know
right?
exactly what's
Yeah.
gonna happen in a situation like this.
Yeah.
And when we ignore it,
Yeah.
most of the time it's gonna come out truth to what they said,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna look like
Yeah. I think sometimes the problem is also that listening. Like sometimes, even if you don't follow that advice, but it's always good to listen.
Yeah.
Say, what are they trying to say? And try to reason instead of just blocking it out, like to say,
And I think there's a lot of teenagers doing that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right. Teenagers are risk takers and don't always think about potential consequences. True, false?
True.
Yeah.
True. What's it called?
What do you have to- yeah.
Invincible.
Invincible. Yeah. Yeah.
My friend's dad used to tell me that teenagers think they're
Invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it's just stuck into my head actually to this day today.
Do you have do any one of you have a personal example of where you've taken some risk and you really didn't think about the consequences, but then the consequence was like, maybe I should have thought about that.
Back in 8th grade, going out without telling my parents.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. You are not financially independent yet. You're still dependent on your parent. Is that true? Is that false? Is that an advantage? Or how do you see it as a disadvantage?
I must say this is a 50-50, because we can all have a job these days. You work for your own money, and you still, you take care of yourself. Like back in the day, my parents used to buy stuff for me, but like now these days I buy it for myself. I also feel a little bit more proud of it when I buy it myself.
Yes.
And I feel like I don't wanna what's it called?
Burden?
I don't want to bother my parents. Either. I don't want to bother them, keep asking, can I borrow some money, and then have the guilt of not paying back at the right time.
Okay. So
something
you're
like that.
semi-independent,
Yeah,
financially independent.
But at the same time, I still live under her household.
That's right.
So she's still paying the important stuff, like bills,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And come home with the food and cook.
Yeah.
Like if I can't imagine if I had to pay for that.
Yeah.
Like
that's
I
true.
can't say that I'm financially stable.
Independent,
If I
yeah.
had to pay for that,
Yeah.
I would be
You'd
broke.
be broke.
Yeah. So
As you grow up, you find out some harsh realities about life that you really didn't think about when you were younger.
sometimes when you think you finally got the answer, no, like you gotta find another way. You think that you're comfortable in the environment, it can change over time. You gotta find a new way again. A lot of way that you gotta deal with the social life and the life on the internet is really difficult these days. Yeah.
What do you say to that?
would
Some
say-
harsh realities that you've...
Things are not
Exactly.
permanent.
Exactly.
Yeah. As you grow older, basically, what I've experienced is that I have to look out for myself, and if I've known that earlier, maybe when I was 15, 16, that would have been better. But
Yeah.
you live and you learn.
Yes, that's right. That's right. What about you, Isaiah? Some harsh realities that you've learned.
That it's not always the people you started with.
There you go. And that's
Exactly.
big.
Tell me more about that. Yeah.
And yeah, so you need to like see it as a journey,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
like there are gonna be people who are gonna stand, like who's gonna join you at some
Yes.
part of the journey,
Yeah.
and end
Okay.
some different
Yeah.
parts.
Thank you. Now, gentlemen, the last thing that I want to hear from you is, knowing what you know now, if you could advise your younger self, CK, Oliver, Isaiah, very shortly, what would you advise your younger self?
Don't let too many people in your life.
Don't let too many people...
Don't make a lot of people have an opinion on you. Don't let too many people take your decisions for you.
You're very strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Oliver?
Stay true and confident to yourself.
Exactly.
Yes. Isaiah, what would you say to your younger self?
Yeah, stay true to yourself as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of those.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, gentlemen. I so appreciate it. Thank you for your honesty, your openness, and also just making this fun, right? As we talk about real life issues that you guys go through and experience. And I'm sure you're a great example and inspiration to somebody out there, because I'm sure there's a young men looking at you guys and wondering like, find themselves in some kind of a situation or circumstances and thinking, will I ever get out of this? But nothing is permanent, like one of you said. So thank you so much. I wish you all the best, God's blessings, God's protections, and guidance in your life. And stay true to yourself. Thank you so much for joining us. And I hope you enjoyed the discussion. And please just interact with us by sending your comments, and we're definitely gonna respond. Parents, I also hope that it gave us some kind of insight on what goes on into our teenagers' mind, especially when they're young adults, because these are young adults now, so we have to treat them that way and respect their decisions as well. Girls, it's nice also to sometime maybe step into the perspective of, boys, and not only just see things from our perspective, not to be self-centered. So I hope you got something out of that as well. For you guys, young men, secure your brotherhood, be good to each other, be nice, encourage each other and build each other up, no matter what, in spite of the differences, whether it's race, religion, tradition, whatever it is. You're all brothers. We're all human beings. So thank you so much. And teenagers, I wish you all the best. Thank you for joining Hope in Sharing, and God bless you. See you next time. Bye-bye. Make sure to subscribe to our Hope in Sharing YouTube channel, and please click on the like and notification button to be notified when we upload the next episode with a new topic. Also, please let us know in the comment section below if there is a topic you would like us to discuss. We welcome and appreciate your support. See you next time, and thanks for being a part of the Hope in Sharing community.